Before the video even starts, I want to thank all of you for your amazing support. My mind is blown by all the support I've been given over the past days, on my YouTube and my Twitch. So I want to thank you all for supporting me on this amazing journey. So I'll start with the basic movement mechanics you should learn. The first one is window hopping. Instead of going staircases, you should just use the windows, because it's way more effective and you can get a jump on your enemies. You cannot start window hopping from doors, you need to start on the windows. Because if you start on the door frame, you're not going to be able to jump high enough to reach the window. Window hopping is quite straightforward, you just walk back, press W on space, and then you just vault. So the main use for window hopping is so you can dodge traps and stuff in the staircases. Because most people just throw mines and shit on the staircase. Also, when you're mantling, you should always look up. It's way easier to jump up and do it more effectively. Here's an example of how to actually utilize the window vaulting mechanic.
We don't need this.
So the next thing you should learn is air strafing. So what is air strafing? Simply put, air strafing is when you look left/right when pressing a movement key like A or D. So if you look here, I'm not pressing anything, I'm just pressing W, and I'm not really moving anywhere, I'm just going forward. Even if I'm rotating the camera, nothing really happens. But once I start pressing A while turning, my character suddenly starts doing a strafe, and this is known as an air strafe. Also, I realized if you're not holding shift, you're not going to air strafe as aggressively compared to when holding it. The third mechanic you should learn is B-hopping, also known as bunny hopping. This is used to maintain momentum while taking jump pads usually. Bunny hopping is quite simple, you just press space once you hit the floor to carry the momentum you got from either jump pads or other sources of speed. Here's an example of carrying momentum with bunny hopping and air strafing combined.
Oh fuck, they're kinda good doing it here.
The last mechanic you should learn is sliding off edges to get a burst of speed. This can literally save your life. It's quite simple, you just slide off the roof or any high ground and then you get speed. Now for the more advanced movement techs, the things you haven't seen before probably. So there is this spot in Las Vegas which has a zip line and a skylight ceiling thing. So on this specific spot you can just stand on the railing and jump up usually. But the issue here is when you're running away from people and you're trying to do that, you're standing still trying to vault up, it's probably gonna get you killed most of the time. So there's another way of doing it, and I'll show you it right here. So what's essentially happening is I'm jumping, taking zipline, and the zipline is making me stand still, and I'm insta 360ing, and then I'm able to grab the ledge and go up instantly. So you can imagine the use cases for this specific tech. You can just run away from people instantly without them being able to follow you unless they know this tech. So the key here is you jump before you take the zip, you jump, hit E, do 180 and then spam space. The next advanced movement tech is stair climbing, and here's how you do it. So what you're essentially doing is you're just spamming space and 180ing at the railings, and that's just how it goes. It's gonna take a while to learn, but once you learn it, it's gonna be super good for either running away from people or using it to get up faster. Here's an example of me in-game using it to avoid the full team.
He's going! Wait, it's so easy without the railings, holy.
It's another example of how to utilize the stair tech. Just be creative and figure out ways to use it.
Nice guy from there. You want that one for sure. He's low raising. Oh, okay, the staircase. He res already. Wait. Full HP. Nice guy, full HP.
Outplayed, man.
Yeah.
Last thing you need to learn as well is quick vaulting. This is where you spam space and vault multiple objects at the same time, so it cancels the animations of vaulting. It's way faster than vaulting and then waiting a bit, then vaulting and then waiting and then vaulting and then waiting. It's just faster to just spam space. This was just a short video on movement mechanics in the finals. If I discover more movement tech, I'll make sure to make videos about it. If you want to see my movement in action, go follow my Twitch. I'm live every single day grinding, so I'll see you there.